Let Zanska get a proper look. No, I'm ready. Let Akrog see. No, I'll go look.
Driving me nuts, that's my problem. Just rock, water and cold every bloody day. And that goddamn cold.
Lana, no one can get in. That's the entire point.
And no one leaves, neither.
You know, we're here for a greater purpose.
Wilfred! Lorna! What is it? Hierophant Ishara. They say she's coming to the temple.
What? But the last... What?
3 moons ago. That's the point. No one knows why she's here.
Interesting. Probably. What is this? What is it? Looks like the part of a Gullum heart, like the one they found earlier. But this one is frozen. Best take it with him then. It might be useful later. Moving on. He is going. What this? In that direction? If he insists. Can Zanska help? Grunwa is here. No, I'll go look. He is going. That way. No, I'll go there. Not smash! Good work. Action. You find out. A parchment. Grumlar can read Brittlebone writing, no? Let him see. What is? It is a thing Brittlebones do. They write messages on a parchment and have other... Why they know just no one knows. Hard to make out. The rain has washed away most of it. But it looks like this Brittlebone was a warrior and had been having dark thoughts and acting strangely. The chieftain of this temple told him off. Akrog sees. He... Wait. The time window. Akrog can feel it now. Back. Let Akrog see. A lever. See if it still works. There might be something worthwhile behind it. The gift. It whispers again. What is that? Going now. Noah, go. The gift.
Need to look for other options. Maybe we could hire some muscle from the mercenary corps here.
The beast is too strong.
What?
You asked why I'm here. And that's it.
Even then, what?
I'll tell you. It's warriors.
Of course, Your Reverence.
There is more. Can the chieftain find out? Let him try.
What is it, High Priestess?
Your Reverence, Ishara. I know the past moons have been hard for you. I mean, I was shocked when I found out what happened to High Priest. It's a tragedy. But you must not let this affect your judgment. Whatever you plan on doing, call in a conclave of the five first.
Stopped. Again. Big blood.
I would, if there were time.
We can use Albric's spirit messages.
Lara, in these 40 years, have I ever done anything that went against... Exactly. Just trust me on...
Whatever the Hierophant tried to do, it worked out not. No. And yet, the cub managed not to escape. Let them march on. Time to move on. Why must we plague the Moonkin? What happened here? This was a massacre. Let them take a look at those corpses.
They killed one of our heroes.
Come on, Trouble. Keep the ones waiting a bit longer.
They killed one of our heroes.
Next. The Moonkin needs it. Zoska is Lizard has been worse. Go join the worms. Even the worms were not accepted. What can he do for the tribe? Smash there! No one here! What is this? Let Akrog see. On his way. These died not the same way as the ones near the portal. They see the... Or something else. Granois will say it one more time. This is... Old Fur has a bad feeling about everything. What suggests they do instead, Pray until their tusks fall out to a goddess who, admit it, gives not a beak shit about the Moonkin? All right, that is enough. Zaska is forgetting himself. Zaska is just saying things how they are, and an old useless fool will not stop him. Mugwal's tusks, what is wrong with Zaska? Except that Grungwar has been nothing but kind to him, and he has never lied to Zaska. That's so? Then what about the time Grungwar urged Chieftain Narjak to kill the worm-eater cub he found on the battlefield? That ugly, small-tusked cub named Zaska. All right, quiet now. Zaska is not thinking clearly. It was Nurbok who urged Narjak to not take Zazka in, not Grungwar.
No, it was both of them. Akrog remembers how Zazka always said he has memories of that day. Well, the memories returned. 3 Moonkin found Zazka that day, and 2 of them urged Narjak to crush him, even though Mugwa's laws say a cub who cannot yet walk must not—
No understand. He is now. But there was a time when he was not. A long time ago, an enemy troll tribe, the Worm Eaters, attacked the Moonkin. The Moonkin fought them back, and the Worm Eaters fled their tribe camp. But, in other words, he is a Moonkin in spirit, but not in blood. That is also why he looked—
Oh, just say it, Akrog. Zazka is small, weak, and brittle-tusked. So it is true, no, Grungwar? It was not only Nurbok who wanted Zazka dead, but— Right. Then all this kindness and patience was just for show, was it not? Rot it. Nurbok and Grungwar really—
Why? Why would Grungwar do this?
Because Zazka was not kin back then. He was a Worm Eater.
And that makes it right to break Mugwa's laws? And
It does not. Grungwar made a
shove this regret where the sun never shines. All this talk about honor and the laws, yet he—
Now is not the time to—
Very true, dear trusted one.
Whatever it was, they should not stay here a moment longer than necessary. Grungwar can sense great hex power behind the gate. That is where the sarcophagus of the cub must be. But how can they get through the gate?
It is too strong for Noak to smash. But there are no tunnels to dig through either. Can Trusted One sense a time window?
No. Let them look around. Maybe there is a— Oh, rot it! The wall! The
War is ready. What is needed of him? He is going. He is on his way.
They killed one of our heroes.
Will not fight without him.
Lord ready.
This looks interesting.
No, I'll go look. Interesting.
They cannot crush this. They need a key or some—
Troll not rest for a moment.
They should be.
What's this?
Akrog is listening. What is this?
Let Akrog see.
They cannot crush this. They need a key or some other way to tear it down.
It was a difficult time. Right.
They can talk about this in the tribe camp.
There is nothing to talk about.
You find out. The hex power comes from this, no? Grungwar.
Akrog speaks true. Let him see what the inscription says.
the summer to our winter.
Mugwall's tusks, what was that? It feels like his blood.
Must be a divine blessing to help the Brittlebones here with the cold. This could be useful, Chieftain.
Fine. What now? More trouble? Destroy them! They'll go boom! What next? What should he do? Get up. The Moonkin needs him. Go on here! He go there!
At his service.
Ready for action. Mugwa's tears.
What on
What
earth?
metal? And locked. Curse it. It's...
Maybe they tried to keep that beast they heard earlier. Whatever.
How did they... There is a shovel claw tunnel over there. Maybe it will get him past the gate. Zazka, get a proper look.
Grangwa can help.
Mugwa's polished. Zazka, okay? All good. The tunnel just led elsewhere. Looks like some kind of thing.
Then look if there is anything the Moonkin can use, and come back.
All right. Wait. Let him get the others over here. Looks brittle. No ag can tear this down. What now? More trouble? What is that? Time to get his touches.
That will be ready.
Will not rest for a moment.
What can he do for the tribe?
Interesting. Probably. You're ready. They don't hurt big blood.
They killed one of our heroes.
Zazka is listening. Come on. Keep the ones waiting a bit longer. Coming for them.
He is going.
Let Grangwa take a closer look.
They will not get away from Zazka.
Akrog is listening. That Brittlebone corpse looks interesting.
No, I'll go look. What that?
Looks interesting.
The gift.
We just need to have faith, Roderick.
Just like they protected Avena when she threw herself off.
That was her choice.
No, it was the Hierophant's choice when she decided to lock us up in that prison with that beast. We should have just gone home when that stupid Shadow Shard couldn't kill it.
Then the beast would have just
But not before we were already back on our boat. I'm telling you, we are no match for that thing. Just being close to the sarcophagus drives me nuts.
will lead the way.
Ready for action.
Now.
Won't go boom! Zazka knew it. He should tell Akrok about this.
What is this?
You're ready.
What on Urgath is this? Grungwa, we'll go there.
Let Akrok see.
You fine? Zazka knows how to...
They smell strange.
He does. Boom powder. At least that is what Zazka called. They use it to blow things up. Walls, trees, other brittle bones. Just put it somewhere.
How knows trust?
Been there?
Speak true, trusted.
Well, remember that old trading post they came across about 3 moons ago? It belonged to Brittle Bones.
And he told Chieftain...
Grungwa gets not to judge Zazka.
Stop it. Now is... That...
Well, it is not if one keeps hugging the barrel after the wood has started burning. Just be out of the way when it goes...
All right.
Watch and learn.
All right. That should be enough.
What this?
That thing again.
What is that?
If they had boom...
As perfect as a dough in heat. Now they need fire.
This looks interesting.
Zazka is right at home. Can a troll not rest for a moment? Head towards certain doom.
Time to move on.
Zazka promised too much?
Not at all.
Maybe Moonkin can make... Worth trying.
But then let them look for more.
What now? More trouble?
Blood-lost tusks. That one is a giant.
Can Zazka help? Even the worms were not even like a beast.
Another golem.
This one is made of iron.
Grungwa. Is...
Why?
Maybe it could help them get through the gate to the sarcophagus.
Grungwa could try, but he knows not if it works. Also, they would need to wake it, just like No, Ags.
Well, then they know what to do. They have to find...
This way? More air sparkles. Should tell Big Blood.
What is this? Let Akrog see. There. The time window. It appeared. The gift.
Yes. What did you want?
Look,
A fish ban.
that's our entire morning's haul. A few mackerels, and half of them are too tiny to feed a toddler. Something's happened to these waters, High Priestess. They used to be brimming over with fish. And if this goes on, we'll soon be facing worse problems than that cursed
Well,
think of something. Stay brave, brother.
So the brittle bone...
And their chieftain thought the cub was responsible for it. At his service.
Let him at them.
He is on his way.
Crush them now!
He might be old, but his tasks
They
are
killed
still-
one of our heroes.
Granois will not fight without him. Let Granois take a closer look.
Zazka is listening.
Magua, help her son.
Be moving.
They messed with the wrong tribe. What now? More trouble.
Time to make hay.
You find an altar. There's hex power in it. Furious. It is like lightning is running through their blood.
Moving on.
In that direction,
They run from Noog.
more dead brittle bones.
And Maul, too. Probably the work of whatever that beast was that killed the ones at the gate to the sarcophagus room. Come, look around. Maybe the ice golem's heart is here somewhere.
Can a troll not rest for a moment?
Akrog is listening.
He crushed them now.
Let Zazka get a proper look.
On his way.
For the Moon King!
Magua will fight them down. Granois is ready.
Interesting. Probably. What is that? Let Zazka get a proper look. Interesting. Probably. What is that? If he insists.
There. The other half of the ice golem heart.
Back to the golem, then.
Let Zazka get a proper look. Interesting. Probably.
Noog ready.
The gift.
Not fair, that's all I'm saying. First they put him on vigil at the sarcophagus for Moon Straight, then they complain if he goes a little loony. They should have alternated shifts like they used to. I'm telling you, I should have never signed up for all this. You will return to the Empire as heroes. Bullshit! We'll never return again. We'll bloody die in this.
Now you're blaspheming. We need to be here. You know what would happen if we weren't.
Of him. He is going.
Noog smash!
Ready for action.
He is going.
Can Zazka help?
Akrog is ready. All right. What does Akrog need to do, Grungwar?
That should make it come.
All right, then. There it goes.
Magua. It moves! Crush it! Crush it now!
Go join the worms!
What should he do?
What can he do for the tribe? May Magua guide his hands. He will protect the tribe. Only fools challenge the Moonkin.
It is dead.
Magua's tasks. Grungwa is sorry. At his service.
What by Magua?
What looked it like? Grungwa could not control it.
Is there any way they can bring that thing back?
No. No, Grungwa think
It is still glow.
it is true. They should take a look at it. What on Urgath is this? Thought so.
Is it useful?
Grungwa thinks so. It is true. They should...
It can turn
No, but maybe cast a useful hex.
All right. Time to crush the gate, then. They have enough boom powder now.
What is that?
Let Grungwa take a closer look.
What is this?
Grungwa is ready. This looks interesting.
Ready for action.
What this?
All right. Zazka.
Magua help them. Crush it! Crush that thing! Behold the power of Magua! What's that? It bigger than Nor...
Akrog knows not.
No. This was...
Tribe Eater. Akrog remembers a story.
They do. Grungwa understands not how it could have ended. Very...
Well, at least they now know what mauled these brittle bones.
Well, maybe they will find answers behind that gate. Zazka, help Akrog with...
Probably.
All right, then.
What next? In that direction?
Grog thought.
The Tribe Eater. It is down there.
The Moonkin will face it. Come, and crush sticks ready.
Grungwa is here.
You find out. Down, down, down. Akrog breathed deeply as they descended the temple stairs, trying to hide his growing unease for Noak's sake. Somewhere down there... Noag no like. Feels strange here.
That is the Hex power.
No. It's like something is watch him.
Little Blood is just nervous. Come, let them find the sarcophagus.
Noag go look.
Another altar with Hex power. Feel this. It is like lightning is running through their blood. Let Grungwa take a closer look.
Another time window. Let Zazka get a proper look.
The gift.
And then I open my eyes, and he's there, floating just below the ceiling, with his skin all rotten and black holes for eyes. And you know what he said? I mean, I know it was just a dream, but still I can't get those words out to my mind.
It was. Because we thought our virtue was more important.
What do you mean, Your Reverence?
Nothing. I'm sorry.
We put too much faith in our virtue? What meant she?
Akrog knows not. No sign of the cub.
But there is Hex power here. Perhaps the echo of these seals the stranger mentioned. The ones they use to shield the sarcophagus.
The gift. It whispers again.
Tusks. Where someone must have taken it. Or that
Akrog thinks not. They look different. There is a
Big blood.
What is it?
Noag.
Tusks.
Kill it! Let there be light!
Look out! Bone people!
Killed one of our heroes.
The heart! Use the golem heart!
Quick! Let him out!
They killed one of our heroes.
Quick! Come back to me. Can I hold my breath for a moment?
They killed one of our heroes.
Grandpa will not fight without him.
Ready for action. Zazka has been through worse. Huh. What now? More trouble?
What can he do?
Its chest.
Could that be?
Trusted one. Cut him open.
Sure. A great way to end a great day. Well, may his tusks fall off.
From the cub.
What by Mugwa's glistening udders was it doing inside the
Zaska is right. Maybe
the time window.
Open it then. Maybe this way they can understand what happened here. Going now.
daggers again.
Is everything well, Your Reverence? You've been staring at the creature for a while.
We killed her, Lara. It's our fault Galia died.
What do you mean? It was that traitor.
No. He only dealt the killing blow. We led her to the gallows. Your husband was right, you know.
I don't understand, Your Reverence.
We will never be able to contain this beast. Even torn apart and shielded with guards. What? You think I'm the villain now? Oh, you sorry little fool. The light races will never win. At least not if we keep fighting the way we used to. I will consume the power of the field dark. There is no need to keep it trapped here. I will siphon its essence.
You're mad, Ishara. No one can control the...
I already took care of the torso, so I think I can handle a cursed arm. But first...
No! Don't! Ah! Mistake!
I'm sorry, sister. Now, show me what you have. No.
Aqua's tusks.
What was that? What did they just see?
The Hierophant. She was the demon.
What?
It is true. The Hierophant. She must have tried to leech the Field Dark's power. But he was stronger, and
What by Mogwai made her think she could control it?
a powerful one. But Akrog speaks true. It was a foolish idea.
And then wiped out the entire temple as a demon. Brittlebones call this irony.
So the field dog took control.
At least this is what it looked like to Grungwa. She allowed the Field Dog's hex power into her mind, hoping she could dominate it. But instead...
No, I'll never. Zazka would. Something less beautiful for the sake of the Moonkin's doze.
She also spoke of someone getting...
It is true. Maybe some other...
But they saw her do something if she could siphon the strength from the torso.
She siphoned the other priestess too. But as to the chieftain's question, Grungwa knows not. Maybe she was...
Or the cub tricked her into believing she could do it.
Or that.
The field dog corrupted the shaman when she touched the arm.
Grungwa knows not. He hopes not, but Grungwa has said his piece. He thinks this is dangerous. But if the chieftain still believes this is a good... After all, he is right. They...
Look at that. An old brain can see sense after all.
Grungwa understands why Zaska hates him now. The Moonkin need to stick together.
Well, tell that to his trusted...
Grungwa is right, trusted one. There will be time to talk about this another day. Let them go back. The kin must have set up the tribe camp by now.
The four trolls marched in silence as they returned from the Hex Gate, carrying the arm of Zarek's cub between them. Too strong were the memories of their first journey into the many temples of the Sacred Seal. The Hierophant killing her own kin, the Hierophant turning into a demon, Zaska's dark words towards Grungwa.
It reacts.
Still looks like dead meat to Zazka.
No, the stranger is right. The hex power...
And the stranger really thinks this is going to work. The Moonkin just find all...
Oh, trust me, there's nothing little about that hex. But yes, that seems to be the method. But...
And for that, they will need to find their...
Correct. Now, we got lucky on Hirin's seal because the bones contained the exact echo we needed, and the portal was right there for you to compare it. That said, I have done some thinking while you were gone. This masked goddess still remains a mystery. But I have solid theories on...
Finding these dark echoes will take the Moonkin a lot of...
If there is, it's beyond our capabilities. Keep in mind, even... I will keep thinking, of course, but for now I believe this is our best course of action. We know there are keys.
So the Moonkin cannot know for sure which...
I'm afraid not. But again, we have hints, so even though failure is a possibility, it's not like we'll be firing arrows into the dark.
Only into...
Chieftain Akrog, you have a poet...
Poetic?
Never mind.
Akrog has been thinking. Each Guardian is the patron of more than one thing, no?
That's correct, there must be. Though some of them will certainly be harder to find than others. Let's take Hirin. He also represents the passage of souls.
They should look for simple echoes that...
Exactly, but I've done that already.
All right. Tell him about Shana.
That one's fairly simple. Shana is also known as the Gentle Hand and the Mother. And she's... I think the Dark Echo we should
as simple as a fist to the face.
That's correct, but I see no value in focusing on the more complex aspects of her.
The stranger speaks true. Nihoff is the guardian of the time.
He's worshipped by many of the light races, but the dwarves are his most ardent followers indeed. He's a bit tricky. I believe that. Now, I'm not sure how we're supposed to find the Dark Echo of craftsmanship.
Even with the...
Beg your pardon?
It matters not. Who could this masked goddess be, though? If she is a...
Well, I assumed the same thing. But I went through all my books, and there's absolutely nothing. Ellen is sometimes depicted with a hood.
This is bad, then. If they cannot break her head...
I'm aware. And I'm doing my best to solve that problem. This place is brimming with Hibernian writing, so there's got to be more information somewhere. Which brings me to a little request. If you find any Hibernian writings on your quest, bring them to me. Even if it tells us nothing about the masked goddess, the more we know about the sacred seal, the better.
They can do that. Cruelty and cowardice. Where are the Moonkin supposed to find them?
And therein lies the rub. If I were you, I'd start with cruelty, though. That should be easier to find. Maybe in a burning village, a freshly raided troll tribe camp. Or maybe you could even create it yourself. When you're there, just use your gift to feel for the end.
All right, Akrog will do what he can. He will look around the tribe camp first, though. Seems like everybody has settled in. Grunwar wished to speak.
Right. It is...
the one he wanted to plant in the tribe camp.
It is true. To be short, Grunwar thought Mugwa's power...
Mighty Mugwa cannot even keep a plant alive.
Grunwar believes there is something that can keep... If the Moonkin could keep an eye out for bones on their journey, Grunwar would be grateful.
Akrog knows Mugwa's tears are sacred, but he understands not...
Grunwar... Never mind.
Just speak true.
It is... Grunwar is not who he... 40 years ago, he could crush 3 brittle bones with one strike of it. He is not useless yet, but he knows that one day he will be. He has not Narjak's firstborn blood, so he will not live forever.
Oh no. So moving.
Cut it out, trusted.
Come on. If it was up to Old Fur, Zazka would not even be...
How old is...
He counted the years not. But when he was a...
This is not true. Grunt...
He is not. Trusted one Nerbach is. Why is he saying all...
Akrog understand.
It is hard to explain. But when this old hide fails at last...
Like...
A foolish thought. But it is true.
Fine. They will keep an eye out.
Grunwar, thanks.
It is fine. Now come. They have much to do.
Ah, Chieftain Akrog. The most curious troll I have ever met. Do you have more questions for me?
Akrog has a question for the stranger. Why choose the Moonkin to help bring back the field?
Oh, doubtless they could, but would they be as motivated as a tribe of trolls facing extinction? That motivation gives you strength that other creatures simply do not possess.
Well, maybe. But there are other races who know far more about heck.
Now you're doing your kind a disservice, Chieftain. You and many of your fellow trolls are just as clever as the average dwarf or human. Also, I didn't...
Has the stranger learned anything new about...
About what in particular? The Order or the Temple?
Tell Akrog about the Order.
Very well. The Sacred Seal was an order of elite warrior priests and priestesses for...
Great danger.
Precisely. They were sent to destroy the Fieldarg.
So they built a temple here to hold it.
Many temples, as you know by now. Each one to protect one...
The part that Akrog understands not is how the Brittlebones managed to capture the Fieldarg in the first place.
Indeed, and that is still a mystery to me. But you would do well to remember there are more ways to bring down an enemy than force alone. The Sacred Seal were masters of extremely powerful magic, and it is said that their leader, Hierophant... My guess is that they had some special sort of weapon that allowed...
It would be interesting as this...
About what in particular?
The temple.
Not that much, I'm afraid. Mainly that it is quite typical of the Hibernian style.
What might have happened to the Brittlebones in this temple?
I'm not certain, but it's unlikely that they simply walked out of the front gate. No member of the Sacred Seal was the type to give up when things became difficult, and the punishments for disobedience within their ranks were severe. Judging from all these human remains, I'm not sure if any of them managed to leave it. Indeed. But whatever happened here, I can tell you that it was not recent. No...
If the Sacred Seal priests have been gone so long, why has the Fieldarg not...
I'm quite certain that is because it can't.
There is one thing Akrog cannot stop thinking about. How certain...
Oh, the big question. What would you have me say? That I am completely confident we'll be able to strike a pact with the creature? I won't lie to you.
So the Moonkin must simply hope for...
More or less. But how does your kind say...
It still hurts not to... Where comes this...
Nowhere you have heard of, I'm sure.
Well, tell Akrog nonetheless. From what the stranger has said, Akrog has come to believe he is not from Urgeth. So why...
Because physical distance means nothing to my enemies. I cannot afford to make the mistake. Believe me, the less you know about me and my pup...
The stranger is not making it...
I'm sorry to hear that. But I've said all I can.
Zazka told Akrog that the stranger spoke to Zazka first. Is that true? If so, how learned the stranger...
Well, actually, that was coincidence. I was exploring near your tribe camp by Mugwa's Crate. They were having some sort of heated discussion about the best way to deal with the hunters.
So the stranger... what? He just decided to walk up to Zazka and offer his help? A dark...
You make it sound rather simple. I did think this through, of course, but yes, in essence...
It is true, Akrog.
It sounds...
In a way, it was.
He asked Akrog to look out for traces of the Sacred Seal.
Very interesting.
Akrog will see what he can find.
Farewell is a classic. Chieftain Akrog?
All right.
Farewell is a classic.
Let Akrog see. Everything all right?
Oh, it nothing.
Well then, tell Akrog.
All right, if Big Blood say it's about the hunters, no, I understand not why they kill Moonkin. They know Moon.
Because all they care about is their shiny stuff. They would probably...
Kill Trusted One? What?
Brittlebones often do. Akrog...
Big Blood want else?
Akrog wonders.
Wants?
He will have to choose a role when he cusps. It is still a few dozen moons off, but not that long.
Sometime.
And
No, it just...
Honor him. Interesting. Akrog always thought Noag would want to be a tamer or a healer like you. What is funny?
No, just... Noag wanted to be a tamer once. He...
What happened?
Well... Grumble till...
The beak died?
No. It just go squish a bit and fly away.
Maybe Little Blood just...
Maybe, but... No.
All right then. How feels Little...
Oh,
and what...
Just... dark thoughts. About tribe. About cub. About rot.
Little Blood is not useless.
Big Blood only say that because they same blood.
No, Akrog does not. If Little Blood were useless, would Akrog take him with them wherever they travel? He is one of the finest warriors the Moonkin ever had. And that before he is even old.
Big Blood mean that?
It is true.
Maybe he...
That is all.
Can Zazka help?
Grungwa is here. He is on his way.
Got to ask the chieftain first. Nurbok knows. He was just letting him know that they have options. Well, speaking of Zarak...
Akrog is listening.
What on Urgath?
Akrog is glad to see you.
It true. Ugruk here.
Ugruk can relax. Akrog just wants to... There is not much work for Ugruk.
That okay. Ugruk keep busy.
Why not?
Ugruk always work.
Zorta, of course.
Ugruk know they will. Brittlebones took Zorta cause of big tusks. Left Ugruk alone.
Akrog remembers Zorta's tusks. So strong and sharp.
Ugruk thinks Zorta dead. Zorta sick when Brittlebones took him. Even if
Ugruk might be right. Such a way. Perhaps Ugruk...
That not easy. Ugruk got it. That time when...
Akrog can still see the look on Elder Greyfur's face when he saw his new home. Greyfur was so angry, Akrog was worried he would twist Ugruk's
Lucky Ugruk has stumpy tusks. Elder Greyfur said he would make door using Ugruk's head, but Ugruk got away.
Ugruk fixed it, though, not long after that. Elder Greyfur...
It true? Ugruk and Zorta made many shelters together. Was fun to build.
The Moonkin will find their home again, somewhere. Then Ugruk can build all the shelters the tribe needs. In honor of Zorta and every troll the Moonkin has lost. Where are the others? Akrog has barely seen them since the Moonkin came here.
Not many workers left now. So many taken, but...
Were they all...
Most were, but some just got sick and never better again. Blood rot made them weak. If Troll got hurt, even small wound...
Little wonder their numbers have dwindled.
Ugruk wanted to be like before, was happy.
The tribe will be happy again. One day. It was
Ugruk here if Chieftain need him. Akrog, trusted one Grungwa. Mugwa praise. Nurbok.
Mugwa praise.
Nurbok likes this place as little as trusted one Grungwa. But...
What spoke they of?
The Moonkin have a problem. They are low on food. And there are
no animals. The Blackheart jungle.
It is true, Chieftain, but still. Anug's hunters come back from hunt earlier, and the only healthy gate... That corruption the stranger spoke of. So it... Whether it is the entire jungle, and speaking of corruption, what found Akra... Nurbok sees. So one dark echo.
It is true. The stranger is still trying to find out who the masked goddess is, but he thinks the dark echoes for Shana and Nihav are cruelty and cowardice. If the Moonkin want to open the gates...
Dark echo, hex gates, Zarak's cub, Mugwa's tusks, all the...
What are Nurbok's thoughts on this? The field dog.
It matters not what Nurbok thinks. Nurbok, there is nothing to say.
Anug is the Eye Master. Has he any idea where they might find cruel...
Bogtus tribe camp? Oh. Nug already ordered his eyes to scrap shelters there and burn the dead flesh.
Honorable. Then they need to look for cruelty somewhere else.
Meet Brittlebone Village. That is what Anug and Nurbok were talking about. There is a big Brittlebone tribe camp. A village a day's march north.
Good idea. If they raid it, they might even create some cruelty. 2 beaks fed with 1 crumb.
Are they slavers? Or
no. Then why kill? Because it will save the tribe from starving.
Tell Akrog more about this village.
Who I master at? Well, as Nurbok say, they mine things. Rocks and metal and scrap. Besides that, they not look like warriors to Anug. Nurbok. Grumazo.
Hostile or not, a raid will cost Moonkin blood. Akrog wonders if
they can try talk.
And when has a Brittlebone ever listened to a troll? The chieftain knows what they are like.
Grungwar knows that not. Zazka has no love for Brittlebones, but they are not all the same. Just as not all troll kind are. Is Akrog
only cautious? The Moonkin have lost over half their warriors over this rotten
Then let Nurbok offer his crush stick. He and a pack of his...
Akrog thanks Nurbok, but he can...
Why?
Because someone must he, Grungwar, Zazka, and Littleblood will travel to the Brittlebone camp and find food. If too many warriors go, the Brittlebones will see them from a distance. Akrog has spoken.
Fine. Nurbok. Charming as a fist of beak shit on a sleeping fur.
As I master Anug, any other ideas about this other Dark Echo? Cowardice.
No, not right now. But he think. Oh, and before the chieftain march, he must talk to Shepherd Crumb and Master...
All right. Akrog will speak to them when he finds the time. For now, the gathering is over.
Grungwar is ready.
What has been keeping the eyes busy lately?
The same as always, Anug would say. They take good care of the Moonkin, even if they're good.
The tribe feels safer knowing the eyes are looking out for them. Akrog just realized he never asked. How ended Anug up as the Eye Master of the Moonkin?
How he end up as the Eye Master? Probably just...
It's a dangerous...
It is, but Anug won't have no other role. It's a great honor to be...
Sounds like...
enjoy is not the right word, but Anug no, not a better one.
Can Akrog help?
Can he use one of those hexes to make more trolls?
Akrog wishes it would...
Well, then there is nothing Anug can think of right now.
How are the Moonkin's food?
Too low. Huh?
Yes. That is what
They look everywhere. It is long time since eyes find more than one animal at a time.
The tribe cannot go on for long without the food that Eye Master Anug...
Luck is nice, chieftain.
Anug is right. Akrog hopes the tribe will soon be able to...
Then it is Anug who wish luck to the chieftain. And he also sent...
Akrog...
Stay safe, chieftain. Interesting. Chieftain, Anug...
The best. Akrog thanks Anug for his advice. Akrog thanks the Eye Master.
Stay safe, chieftain.
Akrog is ready.
This looks...
Chieftain Magwap.
He means come by.
Same thing. Anyway, Zaramak means speak to Chieftain. Chieftain hardly put much in there. Stone, wood, food. Zaramak disappointed.
They needed it all for the battle.
That's all right, but still, Zaramak could have used to make tribes stronger. For next battle, Chieftain put things in cart, then...
All right. You will see what Anug said Zaramak wanted to talk about the moon.
Zaramak, shame to say, but he think Moonkin need better weapons.
Why would the Moonkin need new weapons?
True, but only because arm that swing them is strong. Zaramak have no love for Brittlebone. Painful to hear, but true. So, Zaramak think they should make weapons as good as Brittlebone if they want to survive.
Problem, would Zeramak not mind having a second scrapper in the tribe?
If he be honest, no, he like not. But he also know strong word. Then big blood very wide.
Zeramak made Akrog a crush stick, not...
And Zeramak happy to hear, but who say it cannot...
The tribe has enough mouths to feed. Can
Zeramak wish he could, but no. It not that Brittlebone's smarter, it odds. Same thing.
But where can they find such a scrapper?
True, but Zeramak have idea. He talked to Anu, and he tells Zeramak of smart Brittlebone scrapper who live not far from temple, in shelter in the wild. Apparently he shape all Anug also say that Brittlebone scrapper have not left his
Convince him. How is Akrog supposed to convince him?
True, but he not shape weapon for Brittlebones for year, so maybe he grow teeth. Same thing.
Tell Akrog more about this.
Well, Zeramak already say most. They say he very, very good. So good that...
Maybe the Moonkin could...
Cruelty?
Never mind. He said people may...
Like what they call... Golems. Right, them. They move and crush very strong.
All right. Akrog will look for this Brittlebone scrapper.
Good. Chieftain have map, no? Here, that where he should march. It take them
Same to Zeramak.
What Zaska has been thinking. Akrog should really put Nurbok in...
The fool scolds, the wise troll acts. It is true, Nurbok has been acting...
What? So Akrog should...
No, he should act like his sire would have, with a calm mind. Talk to him once the moon can have...
Akrog will think about it.
No, I'll go look. No, I'll go
ready for action.
You will lead the way.
Akrog blood.
Nurbok One Eye. Magua praise. Akrog just wanted to tell Nurbok. It was the right choice to strike a pact with the
The moon can have survived for 1,000 moons, but this is not even about Zarek's cub or this Brittlebone hexer. Grungwa may whine about the traditions and Zarek abandoning the trolls, even if Nurbok is still hesitant to believe anything good could ever come out of that cuckoo's mouth.
Zazka is a moonkin. Chieftain Narjak decided so, and
disgrace Mugwa's name with his stupid jokes he means. Tusks, Nurbok admires his trusted one's patience. This and Akrog's chieftainhood are the two things Nurbok and Grungwar will never agree on.
Why hates Nurbok Akrog's...
Hate? This hasn't...
But
Nurbok, Grungwar, Tusks, even Anuk would make a better chieftain than Akrog.
Why thinks Nurbok this way? Because of what happened in the cradle. Grungwar has said it. The moment the Moonkin let...
Nurbok knows what his trusted one says, and Grungwar as Akrog is simply too soft. He has known Akrog since Akrog was a cub, and it is true. All this spirit hearing, Grungwar's pampering, all this undeserved admiration mark Nurbok's words. Chieftain Akrog, when the day comes that...
Fine. Akrog made mistakes, and maybe he will make mistakes, but every single cursed mistake he will make will be because he wants the best for the tribe. It will not always be the...
Akrog is good.
Because he speaks true.
Fine. Prove it. Prove that he has earned this by helping the tribe. Now, is there anything else, Chieftain? If not, Nurbok's crush stick needs fixing.
Can a troll not rest for a moment?
Chieftain, got scrap for Zeramak?
Zeramak must shape something. Be glad to be useful.
Chieftain, got scrap for Zeramak?
Zeramak must shape something. Monk will praise. Bid nice day.
Chieftain, got scrap for...
Zeramak must shape something.
What now? More trouble?
That way.
What this? Cursed, rotten, tuskless piece of rock.
Magua praise Tamer Julog Beak for...
Oh, Chieftain, he is, back. Julog meant no disrespect to Mugwort.
Julog should worry not.
Zazka agrees. What trouble? It is this rock. Julog thinks he heard iron beaks behind it, which the Moonkin could tame.
Looks like this would need some time and materials.
He would?
What is good for the beaks and their tamers is good for the tribe.
Sharp tusks and thick hide. That thing on the stones.
It is Zarek's cub, it is true. The brittle bones cut him to...
Julog hopes it will be kind to the Moonkin, then. Just being close to...
He is not alone in this feeling. They will be careful.
Zazka is listening.
The crawl root juice. The brittle bones use it to stop corpses from rotting, so they
study them.
What brittle bone ways are curious.
Allah. No, it is bad for the guts. Trust Akrog.
Chieftain did it!
Julog, wait! Ah, curse it.
Lovely rain.
Magua praise. Bit nice day.
No one here!
What is this? You wonder what...
Oh, so Julog's ears tricked him not after all! Because the Moonkin barged into their nesting place, of course. But worry not, Chieftain. Any chance Zazka can get the bones of that hand? Not funny, small tusk.
Julog will not disregard...
Leave it be, Akrog.
These beaks look not like normal beaks.
Oh, surely. In truth, Crom and Julog have been Julog thanks the Chieftain again.
He will order them cleared when the Moonkin have the materials. Sharp tusks and thick hide, Julog. Akrog greets Julog. Akrog wondered how Julog was faring. These are difficult.
Oh, as Chieftain might have guessed, they are restless. It is hard enough to find. What? Julog knows. Noag always liked to play with them when he was little.
Are there enough tamed iron beaks for the needs of... Julog sounds...
Well, Julog is sure it is nothing, but the tribe's strongest iron beak is unwell. Ever since Julog took the beaks to train out of
the strongest beak. That must be hard to bear for...
It is true. If Julog loses this iron beak, it'll be more painful than the strike of a poison dagger. But Julog...
It is true. Julog should know better. Do what he can to keep the beak strong, and on the side...
It shall be done, Chieftain.
Akrog has been meaning to tell Julog how impressed he is with his efforts to tame the Moonkins.
Chieftain is kind to say so, but...
It is not a simple task for an apprentice.
It is true. The task is hard, and Julog is proud. Iron beaks are noble creatures.
Akrog thinks not.
Zag was the mightiest iron beak ever seen in Urgath. Many times the size of the tribe's other beaks. Zag filled the hearts of all enemies with fear. In one battle, Zag chased a host of green-skinned raiders deep into the swamps.
They did not leave the swamps. Akrog knew not that Ironbeaks could be so large or so clever.
It is true. The tale of Zag is the reason Julog wanted to help train the Beaks. If only Julog could hatch an Iron Beak like Zag one day, the Moonkin would need fear no green skin or brittle thick hide,